Welcome back folks, my name is LastKnownMeal and today we're gonna be talking about Netflix The Witcher. So you probably heard 2 days ago that Henry Cavill has announced that he will be leaving the show after season 3. And this news comes as a surprise for a lot of people because Henry Cavill was one of the best things that happened on that show, because first of all, he loves Geralt of Rivia, he has played the games, he has read the books, and he's a big nerd himself, so playing this role was a dream come true for him, especially because Henry was actually fighting for this role prior, to the, producers even announcing that they will be doing the actual casting for Geralt of Rivia. He was already making calls to Lauren to try and get the role for Geralt himself. Now, of course, now when you read this information that he left the show, you kind of start wondering yourself, why does this happen? Is it because of Superman money or is it because of the show? And I've seen a lot of arguments overall on the internet saying like, oh, Henry Cavill is leaving because of Superman money, or Henry Cavill is leaving because of the show. Well, I'm gonna be honest, I think it's a mix of two. So first off, Henry Cavill being a fan of the source material, the books and the games, there is a certain standard he probably wants for the show to have. And on the other hand, you have Netflix, who's doing everything they can to basically butcher the source material for The Witcher and to create something which is not going to be nuanced or substantial, or even something which is going to follow that source material in general. And especially because we had the news a few days ago where you had some of the writers on the show actively mock the source material. I mean, I think all of those things culminated in him and he just said, no, I don't want to be a part of this project anymore, because they don't appreciate what Andrzej Sapkowski and The Witcher actually is. But on the other side, I think a big plus for him leaving obviously this project, because every single actor, no matter the size, is gonna be weighing in all of the possibilities they have. What are they going to act in? Because keep in mind, if you are doing a show, especially for the Witcher show, which is going to be like, what did they say, 6-7 seasons, that's going to be good 6-7 years of your life. And no actor who is not happy with the project is going to basically waste 6 or 7 years of his life to shoot a show that he doesn't feel the passion for anymore, because the show was ultimately ruined. So I think, yes, it was a mix of both. First off, I think he was probably heartbroken about the show, and second of all, well, you got a big bag for Superman, you might as well leave. And whenever these things happen, like for example, as he wrote on his Instagram page, my journey as Geralt of Rivia has been filled with both monsters and adventures, and alas, I will be laying down my medallion and my sword for season 4. In my stead, the fantastic Mr. Liam Hemsworth will be taking up the mantle of the White Wolf. As with the greatest of literary characters, I pass the torch with reverence for the time spent embodying Geralt and his enthusiasm to see Liam's take on this most fascinating and nuanced of men. So yes, as we do see here, Liam Hemsworth will be actually taking the role of Geralt of Rivia. If he's gonna be good, if he's gonna be bad, we don't know, but at the same time that's not relevant, because a lot of people got used to Henry Cavill as Geralt, and whenever you lose one of your main actors, not even a main actor, a front runner for your show, the guy that you put in the middle of your poster, if he leaves, and especially of an actor of his size, you will have a lot of your audience being alienated from the show, and they won't continue watching it even more. And that's basically one of the worst things that can happen to your project. It is very much known that all of the shows before which change the main actor usually do not live up to the hype they did before, and especially because the ratings go down heavily. But of course, it's all about numbers and money, so we'll see like how the next couple of seasons are going to work, or if the show is gonna be cancelled, or if The Witcher is going to do its part, for all of the 6-7 seasons they want. I mean, all of that will depend on the amount of people watching the show, because Netflix is Netflix. If they see that they're losing money on The Witcher, if they see that they're not getting the same amount of views as before, first off, they might lower the budget for the show, and second of all, they just might cancel it completely, because at the end of the day, executives don't have any connections with Geralt of Rivia in this world, so for them, just changing something up like that is actually extremely easy to do, so I wouldn't be surprised if it happened. On the other hand, it's no surprise because season 2 of The Witcher was extremely weak when it comes to writing, and the things they've done with Eskel and different characters was definitely lazy and bad, and it didn't serve a purpose at all. And actually, season 2 alienated a lot of people from the show in general. I mean, my general excitement for the show dropped after the second season. Actually, season 1 was pretty okay when it comes to The Witcher. I enjoyed it a lot more than season 2, but how is it going to continue forward, and how is it going to work with Liam as Geralt? I don't know, man. Things are gonna be weird, and we'll see what's gonna be happening with this show. But ultimately, as I said, it's all about the numbers. If the ratings don't go down, the show is gonna be fine, because you're always going to find an audience. Keep in mind, you can find an audience of people who watch fantasy shows, who have know nothing about Geralt of Rivia, and they'll watch this. So it all depends on them. But I actually did a poll on my channel, and the poll was actually, will you continue to watch The Witcher on Netflix now that Henry Cavill left after season 3? And 5.8 thousand votes, we have 21% yes and 79% no. And I've seen this across various other polls that you have a lot of people who won't watch the show further on, so that's a big thing. So whatever happened is big. Whatever happened internally, I think, was very big, because, as I said, Henry was fighting for this. Henry was fighting for this role, so for him to leave Geralt of Rivia just like that, it's not just about Superman. If it was some other role, then maybe, but not Geralt of Rivia. So it's sad. It's definitely sad what this project turned into. I mean, this could have been such an amazing project. This could have been the show which would be a cult classic if it was done well and correctly, but no, it wasn't. It was rushed, and not even rushed. You had just basically have writers trying to do something better than the original writer, and they failed miserably in that, and that's the ultimate how would I say, this is the end result of what happens if you don't follow the source material. You have all of the people which care about the show basically leave, and that's about it. And even the actors who were in the show, I don't have a problem with them. I think they, as I said multiple times, they're talent. But you can have any talent in the world. If your script writing is bad, it's gonna be bad nevertheless. So I think that was the biggest problem of The Witcher. Like the set pieces and so on, they were nice, they were cool. Armor, Nilfgaardian armor in the first season, but they fixed it in the second season. But the biggest problem and the biggest enemy of this show is just the writing. That's pretty much it. There was no focus on characters specifically. There was no way to develop any special connections between the Witchers and characters. It was all over the place, and it just didn't make sense. So I want the best for the show, but after Henry Cavill left, I mean, from like just the producer standpoint, I can tell you this project is gonna be running into big issues, but all of that again will depend on the numbers at the end of the day. It's all about the numbers. So yeah, this is what I think about all of this. Damn, this was a rough thing for Henry to do, but he did it, and I think a lot of people understand why he did it in the first place. But tell me down below, what do you think about this? Will you continue to watch the show now that Henry Cavill is gone after season 3? Like, just tell me down below, and I will be reading and going through your comments. Again, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button for more. And also, huge thanks to my current Patreon supporters. If you want to support the channel in an extra way, I do have a Patreon page. A link is down below. This is LKM signing out. Stay classy, everyone, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new video. Bye bye.